Hi and welcome to another Schoolbox tutorial. Today we're going to be covering how to link to alternate sources using the homepage components that support selecting from alternate sources. And so to do this, we're actually going to first cover some groundwork within the resources browser. So a lot of the time it is of benefit to set up folders that are used to store persistent resources that are either used across multiple home pages, multiple classes, or year on year. As you may be aware, class pages in Schoolbox are generally archived at the end of the year, giving you a fresh class page to start with, and then therefore it pays to have stored all of your files, your handouts, and your rich curriculum multimedia type assets and content up at a faculty level area so that you can then reuse that year on year with your new sets of students and new classes. So we're going to browse to the faculties area, and you can see here within mathematics I have my year 12 here, and I have a particular unit of work. In this example we're going to start by creating a new unit of work. So I'm going to click add folder, call this unit 2. And in this case I'm not going to set a particular home page, but I am going to give my senior school students access to see these resources, and that's going to enable them to view the folder or home page and the files that are within that home page. Now if I click add, I've now created unit 2 folder. I'm going to go ahead and add another page here, area of study 1. In this case I'm actually going to use a homepage and add a homepage on top of this folder, and again it's going to default to inheriting from the parent unit folder here, so it's picked up that I had previously set senior school students to have read access, and we're going to click add. So now what we've done is we've created a homepage and a folder under our mathematics year 12 faculty area. So within this folder we're going to actually start to upload some files. Now I could upload single files. In this case I'm actually going to opt to upload multiple files, and I've got some images here. I'll put them up, and I'm also going to upload some handouts as well. Again I'm going to use the upload multiple files button and select from these handouts that I have. So very quickly I've been able to upload a range of assets into this folder. Now if I click on the actual home page, that's now going to show me a list of the files if I have the files component added, and they're going to be visible on this particular page. So I can then further develop this particular homepage and add a whole range of multimedia content, news, blogs, forums, image galleries, videos, etc. And that's going to extend this content. So now we want to use this homepage on our actual class page. So we're going to navigate to our class, and as I mentioned before, you'll generally start with a blank class page. So one of the ways that we've made it easy to reuse content and to bring content into your class page is using a number of the components that support selecting alternate sources. Now files, folders, I'm going to add a folder component in this instance, but also news, blogs, forums, wikis, image galleries, video, these all support using the functionality to point those components at alternate sources like your faculty area. So by default, when I've added this folders component, it's actually shown me the folder that's underneath inside the class folder, and clicking the browse resources button there will take me to where my actual class folder is in the resource tree. And so that's different to the faculty area where I've set up those units. Okay, so if I come back to my class page, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this folder component, and I'm going to call this unit 2 resources, and I'm going to click the Select Alternate Source button, and I'm going to select in the Faculties area, Unit 2, and because I'm using a folders component, by default it's going to show subfolders of where I point that to. So it's going to show me this area of study folder. So if I now click Select and hit Update, we can see that that's now showing a link to that homepage and that resource. Equally, I could, for example, add a files component, and using that files component, again, that's going to by default show files within my class folder, but I'm able to actually point that files component at another area in the system. So for example, the faculty area again. So I might use this shared images folder, which has got a whole bunch of photos that I uploaded into it, and if I click that and update, you can see that those images are now visible on my class page. So this is how we really utilize this Select Alternate Source function. There's one other example that I will give you today. So I'm going to go back to our faculties area, and I'm actually going to add a folder called 2013 Year 12, and in this case I'm going to add a homepage as well, and again I'm going to make this read access to my students. And using this new folder and homepage, I'm actually going to remove these other components, and I'm just going to use this for the news feed. So I'm going to post a news item and say, welcome to class. Hi class, welcome to Year 12 Maths. And I might even just quickly link to a image in here, just as a quick example. Resize that and click post. So I've now added a news post to this faculty level home page that's located, if I click browse resources, inside my Year 12 faculty folder. So I'm now going to use this home page and its news content on my actual class page. So this effectively allows you to manage the news across multiple class pages or home pages for one source. Because just as the image galleries and folders and files components allow you to select alternate sources, so too does the news component. So I'm going to select alternate source, and I'm going to select to use that home page, and you can see I've now been able to bring that news post through to my class page. So that's some more advanced uses of the Select Alternate Source functionality that's available on a number of components in Schoolbox. There's more information available on our wiki at wiki.schoolbox.com.au, and you can see that there is a list of supported components here. So that's it for today. I hope that's been helpful, and we look forward to seeing you next time.